Good day, good day, good day, and welcome to our channel Xtrahot Forex. Actually, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button so that I can keep pumping all this information, right? So, you know what? Yeah, I was just sitting actually, and I had this tackle actually because I was actually been trading. But the question is Forex market actually fair? I hope maybe you understand that. Is Forex market actually fair? Actually not. The market is not really fair, guys. The market is not really fair. That is the answer, right? Forex market, or let's say financial market, is not actually fair. Okay, so we answered that question, right? So what we're going to do is we just try to find our why we say it's not really fair and how to change that. Because if you feel, let's say we already answered the question, is the market actually fair? And you said no, or you feel like it's not really fair, maybe because you've been depositing and you've been losing. Maybe you've been applying the same strategy or you've been doing the right things, guys, but nothing, you don't get things right. You see, and that is something that makes you to say, yes, the market is not really fair. Sometimes you use your last money. Sometimes you borrow someone. Wherever you borrow the money. You say, guys, I know I am going to make this much. 1, 2, 3. Hey, and the market just disappoints you. If you in that space, or maybe you're in a relationship, you just risked everything, just like me, and say, you know what, I call it a day, I resign. Maybe if you were working, then you resign and you focus maybe on trading. Guess what? Then the market start to show you flames. Just imagine. And maybe for more than 12 months, let's say for more than a year, you don't even make anything. Are you in that space? If maybe you are in that space, I think maybe this video might be for you. It might not be for everyone, but it's not really planned. I was just sitting and trading. I'm just waiting for other trades to just to give me some profits. So I thought maybe I should just do this. So yes, actually the market is not really fair for everyone. It's not really fair for everyone, right? So, but from that point, you should actually do reverse analysis. You see, when I say reverse analysis, I mean on yourself, not on the chart. So, you should go back on the market and say why I say the market is not really fair. There must be a reason why you say the market is not really fair. So, let's start, because sometimes the problem in the market is not really the problem. We point things that are not actually there. So, for us to solve the problem, we have to identify the issue. Let's identify the problem so that we can come up with the answers or the solution. So, from now on, whoever who is watching here, have a notebook. Okay, let me take mine here. Have a notebook and say, what's the issue? Why maybe are you not profitable? Why maybe you're having this issue? I'm asking you now, right? Do you have a proper strategy? Let's try to be honest. Do you have a strategy that you say, you know what, I back tested this strategy for several times, maybe for a month or 2 months, and I can see it's 60% winning. Did you do that? Try to think about that. So if you have that, to me, I can say, okay, we can say tick, that's fine. If not, start to work on the strategy. You know the strategy that you want. I follow trend trading strategy, which means I follow the trends. If the trend is pushing down like this one, I will actually do what? Actually sell. Look for sell positions. If the trend is pushing up, I will actually do what? Look for buy positions. Simple as that. But there are, on top of this strategy, there are rules. Change the time frame, draw the resistance support, breakouts, the retests, all those things, they fall under this strategy. If you already have a strategy, okay, that's fine. It means you're good there. So let's go. Do you have a proper risk management? Okay. Some people, they think maybe strategy is also a risk management. It's different things. Strategy is actually how to analyze the structure. Like it's a navigator. We say, okay, we're going from this point A to point B. We're going to use this route. That is the strategy that we're going to use. Okay, we're going to use the shortest one or whatever. But along the way, maybe there is potholes, there's high risk areas and stuff like that. So this is a risk management that we're going to use. How are we going to protect your account? Okay, how do you protect your account from losing? There must be other things that you're supposed to know from this. If you don't know how you protect your account, someone is going to say, I'm using a stop loss. Wrong. Yes, you're going to use a stop loss on top of risk management. Your risk management is going to be like this. If everything confirms on the strategy, right, I'm going to have to risk. My account is like this. Actually, when I talk about risk management, firstly, you have to identify your account. Let's talk about your account. How much do you have? Mostly my viewers here, they are in South Africa. Let's say maybe you have 1,000 rands. 1,000 rands, right? Which is almost $60, right? In dollars. So which means if now we have $60, how much are you willing to risk per trade? How much are you willing to risk per trade? That should actually help you also on the lot size that you're going to use. Okay, and for me to trade with this $60, it means I can risk $5. I think that will be fine with me if I lose $5, not $50, $5. Okay, if you risk $5 every trade, that will be much better. Okay, that's fine. Only $5 per trade. This $5 per trade, it will also determine the lot size that you're going to use. Another thing on that lot size that the lot size, and now you're risking $5, and now we determine the lot size. It means you should also know the instrument, the symbol. Like, are you trading Euro USD, which is very cheap to trade? The spread is very small. Are you trading NASDAQ, which is very crazy on other brokers? So find something that you're going to trade. Your strategy should be so much specific on a certain instruments. Like, I like to trade NASDAQ. I do analyze other things, but I like to trade NASDAQ, and I focus on that. So all the losses that I'm talking about, I'm just going to focus on one thing. I agree, the market is not really fair. Now the market is not really fair until you think maybe now the market is starting to be fair. You can trade 5 things. If maybe the market is mooring you currently and you trade 5 things, come on, focus on one thing and just learn to, maybe if you're losing from only one pair, it's gonna be much better than losing from the whole major pairs. Try to focus on very, very few pairs. I trade only one, actually. Sometimes I do take gold here and there, discipline, but actually I trade NASDAQ. Focus on one thing, and you're gonna use one lot size, only specific lot size. You know how much we're losing, and you do what? We go back and say we're going to focus on what? On the strategy. I did talk about the strategy, right? Very, very few things, guys. Very, very few things. Another thing is, these things are your problems, right? Remember, you have to understand you have a strategy. No, maybe if yes, it's right. Do you have risk management? If that is actually, mostly, it's actually what you need. You see. So another thing, this too, actually, to me, I think it's everything. So another point number 3, I can say, maybe, let's say, let me try to think very, 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 very quick. I can say you should learn to be patient. Are you patient? Can you wait for an opportunity? Let's see, maybe the market is here and we say, okay, we're going to buy around here. The market is coming here to retest so that we can buy. But just because you're not patient, you already jumping on a buy here, and then the market keeps pushing lower. You see, instead of seeing the market doing what? Reversing, touching the support and starting to reverse, you just entered early. You early, then the market keeps pushing lower. Now you're losing. So patient is everything. On patient, actually, I'm going to add also FOMO. Another thing, if you're still not making it in the market, I know, guys, I know there is mentors out there and you want to be like them. But mostly 90% of the things that you see, to me, I don't really think that it's an education. Yes, it's motivation, but do you learn something from that? Because here, I will talk about South Africa. Mostly in South Africa, we are aggressive traders, people that are very aggressive. And that works for some who actually who already know. But if you don't know what you're doing, hey, people make 10,000 from 500, which is normal here in South Africa. Hey, try that when you don't really have money, because you're going to have pressure. You don't really want to blow that account. To make that, it means you have to actually use bigger lot sizes. If you lose that, you're just going to start from zero. But if you take it slow, it's going to take time, but at least you're going to reach where you're going to go, you want to reach. Unfortunately, you copy people who already have cash. I can't point the names, but people, they will open an account of 1,000 rands and they make 10,000. Sorry, not dollars. They make 10,000 very quick or within a week. So they make that within a week. It's not 6, it's 0. So, and you want to be like that. So this person actually is just risking that cash, and you don't really want to risk it. So this person who is risking that cash already have 10 million. They have like whatever the amount they have in their bank account. That is it on your side. That was the last one. So you will see that the reaction towards the market won't be the same because that is the last one. But the person that you're trying to follow on social media, they have more. That's the difference. You copying someone who already have something. It's like when we go into the booze, we spend 2,000. For example, I'm just giving you an example, right? And you want to copy this other people who do the same thing. You want to spend the same amount. These persons or these people, they have maybe 100K in their account, bank account. Hey, my brother, you have maybe 200 or something, 200 rands only. So you're playing a game, but unfortunately, when we buy here, we can't show you this, right? You want to be like this, it's fine, but we can't show you this. So what you have is, once you spend whatever that you have, you're going to struggle. You're going to, obviously, once you open the trades or once you buy, you can't even enjoy the boost because you know that, hey, that was the last money. That was the last money. So another thing is, be patient. My time is not your time. Your time is not my time. So sometimes you don't know. Maybe you're going to take 6 months to make it. You're going to take 3 years to make it. You're going to take 4 years to make it. So instead of you enjoy the journey, you're trying to just try to skip. The best thing that you can do is, if you have a strategy and if you apply risk management, at the same time you are patient. You're not chasing any trade and you're trading very few pairs. Patient, I'm talking about you're not greedy for more. If I were you, I will just try to limit what I see on social media, especially if you're doing the same thing. If maybe I'm a trader, I don't really have to check other traders because I'm also a trader. I can check for motivation here and there, But not every day, guys. People make millions, some they make thousand, whatever, and to find out that day or that week you're lost. You end up going on the market automatically. You can't see that mostly. It's emotional. So you go back on the market and you try to do the same thing. You want to replicate the same thing because you saw how other people are doing. You know what I hate about social media again is, if you still remember, I said we're just talking, right? So don't say you're talking too much, whatever. So another thing is, when let's say someone have, maybe if you have your 1,000 rands. I was talking to a brother today. He said, Kenzo, I have 2,000, man. Can you give me the robot or something like that? But in 2 weeks, I want to make 10K. Maybe if I can reach 10K, that is fine. You see, I start to realize that, yeah, you don't really have anything extra. So if you want to reach that amount, it means now you're going to open with bigger lots. Automatically, you can be a good trader with bigger lot sizes. You're not going to be comfortable. Emotionally, this is going to distract you. You can't hold trades longer, but unfortunately, you can hold losses longer. Why? Because the market is not really fair. It will see that you opened with bigger lot sizes and it will move you. And once you start to lose, you'll say, next time I will go slow. Start today. And you're going to thank yourself next year around this time. Now it's September. Start today and say, you know what? I have 350 days or 320 days, trading days. And what if I start today? Start today and start slower, one trade at a time. Learn to wait. Learn if there is nothing that you can trade, stay out of the market. Relax. But the problem is, people that are always in a hurry. So what I like about once you start to learn risk management, being patient, all those things, now you have power in your hands. But the problem is, are you disciplined enough to apply that power or that knowledge? You see. And what I like about people who already know, let's say about me, I know I can lose maybe some other weeks, but the other week I can recover that very quick. Or the question will be, how many times did you withdraw in the past 3 months? How many times did you withdraw your funds? Okay, maybe two times or 3 times. Okay, how many times did you deposit? So the answer to that is, if you know how many times did you withdraw actually, you know, to me, I think you're not making it much, because people who make it much, I'm talking from experience, sometimes in a week we can withdraw twice. So if in 3 months, obviously I can't know how many times I withdrawn. But if you know, just, I withdrawn 3 times. Oh, okay. So how many times did you deposit? It should be once. If you deposited once, that's why they say the market will pay you to be patient. You will deposit once, then we just start withdrawing. You're not just withdrawing, you're going to apply your risk management, your strategy, then slowly, here and there, you're going to take some losses. But at the end of the day, the market is going to pay you. But if you're doing the opposite, you will see by doing the opposite, not withdrawing, but depositing. Instead of taking it out, you always put more. You see, so I don't know. It's possible, guys, to make it in the market. Yes, the market is not really fair if you don't respect the market. If you don't really know what you're doing in the market, obviously the market will show you. It's like casino. The casino is not really fair, but it's not like they rob you or something. Your emotions towards the game, the way you want to make money very quick, all those things, they multiply and they now start to work against you. If you don't really know what you're doing, that is the enemy. That is the weakness. If you don't really have the strategy, let's start with that. That is the problem. If you don't really have risk management, that's the problem. If you don't know how much or what lot size are you supposed to use, that's the problem. Let's start to know everything should be intentional. So if the market just choose things for you, you just open, now you start to think about lot size. No, you should know your lot size before you even stop loss before you even open the trade. You should know how much you're going to lose before. Like if today was Sunday, I already know that this week I'm planning to lose $500 on the stop losses that I'm going to place. But you don't know, your account is too small, you're just going to say, I will use 0.05. Then after you place the stop loss, hey, the stop loss sometimes will surprise you, because after you place the stop loss, it says you're going to lose almost 50%, but you already opened. So why don't you just know that? Because if you knew before, you will see that, oh, this lot size is actually bigger. Let me use this lot size. Let me use 0.01. There is nothing wrong using 0.01, guys. So unfortunately, this video is getting longer and I wanted it to be like 10 minutes. So please, guys, as the market is not really fair, let's try our best to work hard on our skills. The results, if you go on the history and do the results for 3 months, you will see that something is not right. You will see that, yeah, that trade there, that negative, never withdrawn anything, or the withdrawal is smaller than the loss. So it means something is wrong. Start today. The year moves very quick. Few months later is going to be next year around September. Just imagine if we start today. Next year you will be driving a Mercedes Benz if that's what if you want that. So anyways, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, like, share with your friends. Is the market fair? Nope. Let's start to work on that. Right? Thank you very much. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, like, share with your friends. Bye. I hope it's going to help.